Just the Tips.
All right, everybody, Adam and Mike here. Just the Tips podcast number 91.
91.
There you go, man. What's going on?
We're in our undisclosed location.
Ooh, let the red brick behind us. This is not prison. We're not in a firehouse.
Oh.
But something special.
Something special.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
All right, cool. Well, like I said, we've been continuing our, what would we call this? This is a, it's not a digression. It's more,
journey?
It's a journey. We're delving into the 10 commandments of the things that you should or shouldn't do on the golf course.
Yeah, the 10 commandments of golf etiquette. So we've done 1 through 8.
1 through 8.
You want to run through them? Do you remember them?
Can you remember? So number 1 was
Courteous to thy playing partner.
2 was play fast.
Play fast.
Yeah.
3 was don't cheat.
Don't cheat. Yeah, that was important.
Well, there's no order.
No.
There's no order. Don't cheat.
Don't drive your car in stupid places.
Yep. Thou shalt dress and act appropriately.
Yeah, that was the last one. There's 5.
What are we missing?
6. Doesn't matter.
I don't know. Check them out.
So this one's really important though, and I don't know why I came up with it.
Yeah, you seem very when we go back to the original 10 Commandments. You were like, we were taking turns, and I was talking about number 8, and you just like kind of sat there quietly because you were like waiting to say what number 9 was.
Yeah. So this one is thou shalt tip, right? And that's the big thing is golf is largely made up of the service industry. Mm-hmm. And I think that, again, going back to some people just don't know that they're not doing it right. And then there's other people that are purposely doing it wrong. So we want to talk about that.
Yeah, and you've said that every video.
Yeah, it's true though.
We've interviewed some people that working at the golf courses that we've gone and played.
And bathling, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But they say the same thing. Like some people don't know that you throw a couple bucks to the cart guy or whatever it is, or some people whatever it is. Like you've said that for every single commandment, and I find it hard to believe that people just don't know, but it's kind of why we're making the video. So if you have friends who don't know any of these 9 commandments that we've talked about, send these videos to them.
So I think this is the important one, and I think you're right, Mike. I don't think people don't tip on purpose. There might be a couple of circumstances where they don't know. I don't think anybody's purposely going, I don't tip. You ever see Reservoir Dogs, Quentin Tarantino's famous movie? Yeah. And in the opening scene, our friend, not friend, but he's a local resident to the Kingston area, Steve Buscemi, is like, I don't tip. Like, what do you mean I don't tip? We don't know anybody like that, right? What this is more, what's standard. Now, one of the things I will mention, though, is as we did our deep dive and our research is, I think it being part of more a cashless society has prevented tipping. I had the same $6 in my pocket I've had for 3 weeks, right? And only because, even when we play on the course, it's Venmoing people back and forth and stuff like that. You don't always have cash.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this here. And, I worked at Kiowa, I was 22 to like 30. Yeah. And even then, we're talking 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. Even then was, some people just didn't tip. You clean their clubs at the end of the round, or you grab their clubs out of the car. Like it just wasn't a thing. So, and Venmo, wasn't a thing then.
Right.
So I think it goes back to, what do they call it? Culture. Mm-hmm. They said something about the culture in one of the interviews, right?
They did.
Are we going to say it?
I feel like we should because
Canada,
you don't tip. Yeah. You don't tip.
Come to America, you tip.
You come to but that's true. Like I was in Portugal, and in Portugal I left money on the table, and after dinner, and the lady chased me down the street to give it back.
Really?
Like, yeah, because they're like they don't understand the concept of tipping. Leaving some money on the table, she thought I literally forgot. So Canada, though, when you come and play in America, you bring your loonies and toonies. You know what loonies and toonies are? That's the $1 coin and a $2 coin. It's a
really?
Loony and a toonie.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is their regular money called?
It's dollar.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. It's just Canadian dollars.
So here's my thing. So let's backtrack. So back in the day, people used to tip at like restaurants. It was to ensure proper service is what tips stood for, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So back in the day, you used to tip ahead of time.
Yeah.
Right? Or you would leave like the money on the table.
That's what you have to do in the gentleman's club. Just tip ahead of time, right?
No, but you'd leave the money on the table, right? Or something like that. So the waitress was like, oh, these guys are good tippers. I'm going to give them proper service. Now, I don't know where it went different, but basically, if somebody's doing something for you as a service, they should be monetarily rewarded.
Well, so I hate to go back to this, Reservoir Dogs, but in that they talked about like, hey, in the service industry, and they were saying it, specifically that especially folks without necessarily a high level of education can bust their butt in the service industry and make a quality living if the other people come along for the ride. By leaving the proper tip. So I will say though, like restaurant tipping has gotten like out of control a little bit. Like when you go and get a cup of coffee and they're like, would you like to leave a tip? 40, 90, or 132%. You're like, wait, custom tip.
No, it definitely has gotten out, and that's what we're about to get into, right? Because when you're going down, and we've talked to the general about this, right? When you're going down to a golf course, when it's the two of you, or a foursome, or a guy's trip, that number varies, right? So we'll go to the general, right? We talked to the general. He works at a course around here, and he said we talked to him about it, and he said, sometimes when it's like one person and they pull up to the bag drop, and you just grab their bag and stick it on a cart, not a big deal. Throw the guy $2, right? Whatever, right? But if you don't pull up to the bag drop and you got 4 cars over in the corner, you guys are trying to figure out, and General's carrying 4 bags, and you're yelling at him to come back because you got to put some more balls in there, and he's this and that, and you're like, oh, he's the driver with that bag, and and he gets it all right, like that's $20. Yeah, that's $20.
So we were down at our favorite place in the world, Myrtle Beach, True Blue in Caledonia. And got a chance to talk to a lot of the guys, and we were just asking them about this. And I go, because when we pull up to the bag drop, we're there, to work. We get a lot of help and special treatment. So it's always a $20 bill right out of the gate, right? Yeah. Like again, if we're playing $500 worth of free golf, a $20 bill is no big deal.
If the only thing you're paying for is that, and a hot dog as a turn, then you do it.
So, but I asked the guys, I go, when 4 guys come up and they bring their car up to the bag stop, what's an appropriate tip? And they go $3 to $5.
Yeah. And
I'm like, really? I'm like, that's it? I'm like, okay. And they're content with that, right? And I asked, I said, what's a good tip? Hey, a good tip's $20. I make a few of those in a day. We're doing good. What's the best tip you ever got? $100, right? And like that puts them over the moon, right? But what percentage of people don't tip? And it's too high. It's simply too high.
It's way more than, I would say, more than 50% of the people.
Yeah. So again,
and again, what's so hard about $2?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like, oh yeah, I got $2 to
So here's my suggestion for everybody is, most of the time I'm only tipping in cash on the golf course. I'm not going to do it in the restaurant because I'm swiping my card. Not doing it at the coffee shop. I swipe my card. I keep some money in my bag, not a tremendous amount. Don't come for me, anybody, But
it's the ugly green one.
A bunch of singles, 5s, and 10s in there, and that way I always got bucks. And then if somebody does pay me cash when I win, I put that in there, and that's more tip money, right? I win, and I get paid cash sometimes. Okay, but always having it. Now, one of the tricks though is, and I won't say it's a trick, but one of the things is like okay, the guy takes my stuff off the cart when I come in. It's $3 to $5. Then I come back off the course, washes up the clubs, stacks them on the side, helps me put them back
Usually
in.
a different kid too.
Another $3 to $5.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it definitely is, guys. Like it seriously is.
But if you're going to drop $100, so if you went to a restaurant and you spent $150 on dinner, right?
Yeah.
Automatic 20% tip is $30.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you not tipping? If you go to a fancy restaurant, it's 150, and the steaks are $60.
Yep.
Are you going to go? I just spent a lot of money on steaks. I'm not going to tip.
So
Are you going to do that?
So I go to the golf course. It's $150 a round or $250 a round, and I stiff the guy for $3 to $5. All right,
It's crazy.
I'm not paying the pro. I'm not tipping the pro. I'm not tipping the guy inside.
Yeah.
But these are the service guys, man. You know,
These are the kids that are getting your clubs out of the bag and on the cart. They're getting you situated on the cart. They're telling you, hey, listen, I got you. You don't have to touch your bag.
Yeah.
I got all your stuff.
Yep.
Go up there through the front door, go over to the left, and then they'll send you out the back, and your stuff's going to be right here. I remember I played Centennial, dude,
Yeah.
and I didn't drive, and we didn't hit the bag drop. Kid comes jogging out to the parking lot.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, dude, I'm good. I got it. He goes, no. He's like, I got it.
Yeah.
He grabs my stuff. Dude, I didn't touch my bag until the first tee.
Yep.
I didn't touch my club until the first tee. It was amazing.
Anglebrook was the same thing. I was taking a conference call in the car right before my tee time, and next thing I know, it's like a kid like tapping on the window. He's like, "Can I get it?" I'm like, because I was just going to grab it. I didn't go up to the bag drop for him, you know.
Yeah.
But there was a guy come, and he's like, "If I don't take the bag, I get in trouble."
Yeah,
you know.
dude,
So
same.
Yeah.
Same when I worked at the ocean course, dude. Like
ocean courses.
we had
got
just
some
like
heavy rules.
we had a bag drop, like obviously up at the front, but we also had
Pete
a
Dye statue.
yeah next to it, but then we also put the bags up there for when they're done playing.
Mm-hmm.
They go in and have a couple beers. We leave them there.
Yep.
Now, you kind of rotate shifts up there. Like, hey, like if your guys are still inside and you kind of waiting for your tip from your caddying, like you hang there and then you watch other guys' bags, right? But like people will come over and grab their bags.
Yeah.
And like, no, I got to carry it. No, I insist. No, I have to carry your bag.
Yeah.
Same thing with like if they don't pull up in the bag drop, you have to run out in the parking lot and go.
Yeah.
You just stand at their trunk. If they got to do their stuff, you just stand there and wait.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I got to put some stuff in here. I can bring it up. No, sir, I have to stand here.
They had the dude opening the door up there for you too.
Yep.
Yep. So and again, I know the caddies like you guys.
No,
rotate,
here's the deal. You're not
rotate
tipping.
positions.
Like obviously the kid's bringing your bag out of the parking lot. He's going to go put it on the range for you. There's another dude holding the door. You don't have to tip the dude holding the door.
Yeah.
But if that dude came over, got your bags out of the air, he's got you set up on the range, throw him $2.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
And then same thing on the back end.
Yep.
$3, whatever. I would say it's probably 2, 3, 4, maybe 5
Yeah.
a bag.
Yeah.
A bag.
So again, guys, and especially Canada, make sure you're tipping the guys. So where else are we tipping on the course, right? So cart girl, gotta tip a cart girl, right?
And now, like you were saying, the cashless thing, it's a lot easier. You just hit the freaking 18%.
Yep.
You just gave her $7 for 2 beers.
Yep, exactly. That's good.
on top of the $14 you paid for the beers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Snack
shop,
same thing at the
Couple
bar,
bucks,
and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You get a lesson from your pro. It's $75. You tip
It
on top of
depends on who's getting all that money, right? Like I've done a lesson for my pro and I pay him directly, so there's your money.
Yeah.
But if he's got to kick back some money back to the course.
So say it's you got a gift certificate. You got you won it in a tournament.
Definitely.
It's you pay for it through your member account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, if he gives you good lessons.
Yeah. Here's one that a lot of folks don't know. If you win a large cash prize and maybe an underground gambling thing like a member guest or a member,
tip the dealer.
You tip the dealer, man.
Tip the dealer.
So say
but we don't do that.
So say you're Calcutta, and I'm just saying a fictitious number. Has 25 grand, and you win 25 grand. The kickback is 10%.
To who?
Back to the course to spread amongst all the folks.
Yeah.
So 2,500 goes back in the kitty.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
And then caddies, right? You got caddies.
That's
Well,
the
you
big
asked.
one.
You asked.
Yeah.
You asked in the original video. You said, "What about starters and marshals?"
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in my life.
Yeah.
Maybe like you go to places like Tobacco Road where he's giving you like a 7-minute spiel.
Yeah.
And
he's coming out to help you find your first balls.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, we should have tipped him. We didn't. Man, who was that?
What was his name?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
we
I
got a
like his
video.
names.
We
Yeah.
gotta get down there. We're gonna tip him. We'll send him some money.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Because again, there's a guy standing on the thing, hey, let me tell you, all the bunkers here. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
I mean,
blah,
he's
there's no out of
giving you
bounds.
important
Yeah.
information
Yeah,
that's
here's
going
the
to help
bathroom
you
code.
around. Like, hey, and on 7, stay right. He gives you like little tricks and
then
stuff
it's
like that.
Tobacco Road is a blind shot off the first tee.
Yeah.
So he runs out there, gives a wave. Hey, you guys are good to go. You hit it down there. Hey, you're over there. You didn't make it. You're in the trees.
Yeah.
You're only about 10 feet up there.
Guys, tip the starter at Tobacco Road. Just saying. And throw him a couple extra bucks for us. But
so the one with the caddy, though, so to me, because I get confused a little bit, right? Because it's really expensive to take a caddy, right? Most of the time. So you're playing a big boy course. It's X amount of dollars to play this course. A couple of $100, $700, whatever it is. Then you got a caddy, $100, $125, $150 for the caddy fee. Then there's the caddy gratuity, which is, it's like a 50% gratuity, though.
Well, all right. So here's the deal. The caddy fee is, I believe, it's $120.
So let's use Q. Q is $650 to play around.
I think it's a little more.
Is it up?
At peak season. Yeah.
So say it's $750.
$750.
Then $120.
Then the caddy fee, I believe, is $120. Puddles, Ribo. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. If it's not $120, it's more. So just double check. And that's the bare minimum fee.
So now I'm up to $870, and I haven't hit a ball yet.
Yeah, but you're not going to Kiowa to save money, bro.
So now I get looped around the place.
Yep.
What am I hitting these guys off?
Who was caddying for you?
It's Ribo.
How did he do?
He did. He's amazing. He
Give him $200.
$200.
$200.
All right.
So it's a total of $200. So the 120 plus the 80, and that's what he gets.
Yep.
All right. So I will say this, right?
So it's not 200 in addition to the 120.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the caddy fee goes to the caddy.
It does. The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Right? But here's the deal. When you pay cash, it's great. Okay? If you put it on the card, obviously it gets taxed. So, worst case scenario, if you have to put that 120 on there, throw in the 80 cash for an even 200. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, Ribo, 200 minimum, by the way, if Ribo gets you. If Ribo, Puddles, and these guys get you around.
No, if Puddles is trash talking me the way he did at Caledonia when he beat me out there, I'm not tipping that guy anything. Like I said, he's still sending me mean texts.
Yeah, I saw that with the belt. So here's the deal, guys. So all right, if you enjoy your day out there with your caddy, give them a good tip on top of the 120. Right, the 120 is a minimum. Nothing. That's you eating dinner, right? You paid $120 for dinner. You ate the food. You had the caddy. That's $120. Now, based on your experience, you tip on top.
Say you didn't have a good day. What's not a good day on the course look like? I shot 100, lost 12 balls.
All right, let me tell you this. Was it your fault or his fault?
How can it possibly be his fault?
Okay.
Did he tell me to aim in the water?
Well, I mean, if he misreads a putt for you and it breaks the other way, I'm saying
he says right to left and it breaks left to right.
If he's like, hey, aim 3 feet left to right, and it breaks 3 feet right to left, that's a bad read on him.
If it's one though, I misread putts.
But you're still giving like a good, I would say. All right, let's say it's 120. Bare minimum, he's getting $30 on top. Okay. So an even 150.
Gotcha.
Per bag.
So what's a bad caddy experience look like? Because I've never had one. I've only ever had the best in the world.
Misclubbing, misreading,
losing your wedge,
throwing your driver, losing a head cover. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Have you lost the head cover?
You'll drop one every now and then, but the guys behind you will get it, or worst case scenario, you get back and you're like, hey man, I'll find that one and I'll send it to you. I'll have somebody send it to you, or you got another one back at the caddy shack or something. But I don't know, dude. I've never had somebody go, dude, you're a terrible caddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but you have some people, right? Like you have some people that like caddies, like they want to talk to you. They want to build a relationship with you for the next 5 hours, right? That's our job, whatever. Yeah. Some guys don't want to talk. Yep. You know what I mean? And this caddy won't shut the hell up. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe, you know.
You ever just have that day where you're getting your hair cut and you don't want to talk to the guy?
Dude.
Yeah.
I told my massage guy.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you need like one of those stones like you get at the buffet place. Like that you want more food.
Red.
Yeah. Talk or no talk.
Yeah.
You know?
The Uber driver, same thing. Like, dude, today's not the day.
Yeah, and that you know that might be a caddy experience. I've never had it, right?
Yeah, I
think people are out there. They want to have a good time. They want to, you know. And you've played ocean course. Like you're not gonna shoot your best round out there.
No,
it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So at least have a good time, have fun. You know, whack the ball around, learn about the course and Kiowa, and you know the PGA Championships because they were there and stuff like that. I mean, that's really what goes on.
All right. So
tip on top.
There you go. So long story short is like I said, if you're from Canada, knock it off already. Bring down your money.
Whatever for the you think you're tipping, quadruple it.
So I've done this before, and like I said, if it's local, it's not a big deal. If I'm not local, I always do feel bad. There's just been times where I don't have cash on me, right? And you go to a golf course, they don't have an ATM, and you're like. You got to go to the kid. You go, hey, dude, sorry, I just don't have any cash.
Venmo.
Yeah, and
you can do that.
Yeah,
listen, especially now, these kids, you know, they're 20-year-old kids.
Yeah,
they're kind of relying on that tip.
Yeah,
you know, they're only getting minimum wage.
Yep.
Right. So you got a cart kid. You'd be like, yo, dude, listen, I have no cash on me. I gave it all to the cart girl. Like, what's your Venmo?
Yeah.
And they will bust their phone out, and you can scan their phone and send them $5. Like. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. Like I said, you're not going to Kiowa to save money. You're not going to True Blue Caledonia to, save
Pebble
money.
Beach, yeah, exactly.
You know, and these kids are there. I tell you what, we've said it a few times on the channel. That kid at Tobacco Road.
Oh yeah. Yep. The kid who cleans your clubs while you're down there.
Cleans the clubs while you're putting on 18, right? And then you move next group, dude. That kid made $100.
He stands still. He stands still. The carts come to him.
Yeah.
It's a good setup that they have over there, but your clubs are nice and clean when you leave the course.
I will say this. Every single course should have one of those kids, though.
Yeah, you know what? And it's one of those things where you can be like, hey, I can't pay you a lot. I got to pay you minimum wage, but you get to work here. And if you do it right, you're going to get a ton of tips. Yeah.
Make it free, y'all.
Yep, exactly.
And tip that kid.
Yeah.
Okay? Tip that kid. $2. Who cares? $2 from a foursome?
Yeah.
$8 the kid just made. $10, you know, whatever it is.
Every 8 minutes.
Every 8 minutes, dude. The dude's going to make, let's call it 5 groups in an hour. Dude just made $40 an hour.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So I will say that when I used to play on Tuesday men's league, there'd always be a kid, and everybody comes off the course at the same time. It's a shotgun and stuff, and I'd always hand the guy $5. But before I did, I'd say, Adam here with your Tuesday tip of the day.
Have you been waiting this whole podcast just to say that?
I really have.
So, and that's why they don't do it anymore at our course, because you ruined it. No, here's the deal, guys. Everybody in the golf world, $2, $3 makes a little bit of a difference. You not doing it, there's no reason, right? You're there playing golf. You're there drinking beers. You're there buying the overpriced hats and golf shirts. Yeah. Like, throw $3 to the freaking kid.
Yeah. I'll tell you, we were at True Blue playing with my daughter, and somewhere between the 18th green and 18 dropping off the cart, she loses her cell phone. And we got the Find Your iPhone app, and it said she lost it on number 9. That wasn't true. We got Life 360.
Well, that's when her phone died.
Right? So these guys at True Blue, who was it? Sean and Steve and Troy.
Yeah.
Steve and Troy.
Yeah.
These kids busted their ass for, without exaggeration, for an hour They went out the next day. They looked for an hour.
They were punching the next day. They were closed.
They talked to the security guys that patrol the course and everything.
They checked every cart.
Every cart. That place got hundreds of carts.
Yeah.
Back inside, they're scouring
That's
the
just
place.
that day.
That day. Looked for it. We stopped back next day. Adam, we're still looking. No problem. The next day, I get a call from Steve, and he goes, I got great news for you. He goes, we found her phone in the maintenance
Just got
shed.
a bunch of aerification holes through it.
Dude, so again, I hit the guy off with $100, because
and he came and delivered it.
he delivered it over at Steve Dresser. But like I said, when somebody goes crazy above and beyond the call of duty, especially when they save you some money, man.
I'll be honest, like even before our channel became like known, to Bob and Bart and those guys at True Blue in Caledonia have always been awesome. You know what I mean? Like they've just been good. And then this experience was above, beyond, and it was amazing.
And it wasn't because we were just the tips. It was because somebody who played the course lost a cell phone. Yeah. They'd have done the same thing for anybody out there. And
I will say this, and we should do this, right? This is our verbal letter to Steve. Thank you very much.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
I have gotten a few from people. Like, thank you. You did such a great job in making experience. And actually, my caddy master's gotten a few, and I'm sure he's gotten a few for like other people too.
Boy, what a big deal. Go on to somebody's Facebook or something, DM them, and say thank you.
No. We'll write it. We're gonna write a letter.
And then the handwritten letter takes it to a different level. Should start doing that. Bring back handwritten letters. Can you write in cursive?
That's all I know.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I was taught. Yeah, you're older than me.
I can do cursive. I can print. I can do both.
Yeah, I tried to teach myself how to print, and it's like a mixture of print and cursive.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yep.
But
it's cursive.
But
print.
Let's write him a letter. But here's the deal, guys. Okay, bottom line is every single person, whether it's the cart guy, whether it's the the woman giving you bringing you a cup of coffee, first round, snack shop lady, cart girl, kid coming off when you're getting off the course, caddy, all these things. I'm not missing anybody.
No, and bottom line though is golf is not supposed to be an inexpensive sport, and it is built on the service industry. Think about the guys that don't get hit off, the greenskeepers, all those guys. Now, one of the things that
I just thought, dude, that hurts.
Yep.
That hurts.
One of the things our local course does that's really smart is at the end of the year you get a letter that says, "Hey, if you'd like to donate to the Christmas fund, anything, you don't have to, but anything is helpful," and that goes to every employee, including the maintenance guys and the car guys.
That hurt a little bit, just knowing that there's really no way to tip that.
So here's what you do. You get a case of beer and you drop that off at the maintenance shed.
Yeah.
And
I would say this. I would say every public or private club should maybe do that once a year. Like everybody, all the members just pitch in, get a keg, get a cooler of beer, and I don't know, a bunch of scratch offs or something like that, and just go drop it off. Because in all honesty, obviously, head pros and everybody in the clubhouse are making that place run from a business standpoint.
Yep.
The kids are out there helping it run from a golf standpoint, but those guys are making it run from the freaking golf course. Yep, exactly. So, we'll have some interviews of that coming out as well, because those are the unsung heroes.
Should probably tag those right on here. Throw them here on the end.
No.
No?
Which ones?
The interviews with some of the guys.
The cart kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can tag that in. We'll tap it on. No? Because nobody's watched this long.
Okay. I watched this long.
No. You listen this long.
Exactly. Well, today is
big shout out to people we've heard kind of all around the country that are listening. So thank you very much for that. Make sure anyone else likes, follow, subscribe, comment down below where you're listening from.
It helps us out, helps the channel out. Our struggle right now is we get a lot of folks watching the podcast, but when you don't interact with it, it makes us feel like we're talking to the same 14 people, you know? So,
Yeah.
again, throw us a like, throw us a subscribe, throw a comment in there. Just let us know where you're listening from. Helps the channel, helps the algorithm, makes Mike and I feel better.
It does. And make sure to follow along because we got some new stuff coming, man.
Yep.
Some new stuff coming.
Exactly.
But,
All right. Shout out to the Strands courses,
oh, yeah.
Stonehouse, Royal New Kent, Tobacco Road, Tot Hill Farm, even Bulls Bay, but especially True Blue Caledonia.
We did get a recent follow from Bulls Bay. They're following us now.
Are they?
Yeah, man.
Did it come with like an encrypted code or anything
Nope,
like that?
nope.
No? Did you have to join a secret society?
No, not yet.
No?
But,
Did you have to buy a piece of property in Charleston?
I did.
All right.
But big shout out to all those courses, guys. You guys are all great. Thank you so much. And make sure to stay tuned for content coming out from our Myrtle trip.
Stuart and Dave from the Dresser Golf Academy, and Chris over at Mashie. Next time you're down in Myrtle Beach, go hit balls inside for a while.
Yeah.
Get out of the sun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, man, I think we did it. Tip.
Thou shalt tip.
Thou shalt tip.
All right.
I'm Adam.
I'm Mike.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.